What is up, guys? Welcome back. It's 2021. Haven't made a video in a very long time, but making some goals for this year. Hopefully going to be putting out a lot more videos. And hope you guys are doing great. Hope you had awesome holidays, Christmas, New Year's, all that good stuff. Hanging out with family, social distancing. Maybe not. Hope you're all staying safe. Today we have something new. At the end of the year, I was trying to make a list of things that I need to buy as a tax write-off. So purchased a few things, gonna make a couple of videos, but today we got something exciting. I mean, you probably have noticed this guy right here. It's an old one. There's a video about this one. Today we're gonna be talking about the new Ronin S2. As soon as this thing came out, I was like, dang, I need to upgrade. I mean, this guy's been doing great, handling great, but a few of the features that have been introduced in this Ronin, in this gimbal setup, caught my eye, and right away, it's something that I need to get. One of those being it having a follow focus feature for just like about 150 bucks more. You get the follow focus, you get the Raven eye, you get all that fun jazz, which is really, really cool. All the stuff that I've seen some people do with it. So let's get right into it. Get all this plastic off. Right off the bat, one thing that I have noticed is even with this box, this is what the old Ronin S came in. The new box, you set them up like side by side. That box, that's pretty close. That foam box is a lot bigger than this, so it's really nice to see it come down in a lot smaller package like this. The first thing I love doing is like whenever you literally open this cover and it smells new. Dang, let's get this out of here. Let's get this out of here. Wow, I mean, look at that. Would you look at that? Look at the size of that. Look at the size of that. Like, that is tiny. The fact that DJI could just narrow it down to a smaller case like this is awesome for traveling, taking up less space. This can take a heavier payload, and there's some really, really great new features. So it's got this flap zipper thing on top. Nothing in there right now, but trust me, there will be once I'm traveling. I really like having another video that's going to be coming out is the what's in my camera bag, and I love backpacks, camera bags. I've had a ton over the years, some that I've kept, some that I've sold and given away, but having something with a lot of pockets and a lot of storage space is a huge plus in my case. Things that you can access right away. So we got that, and then we got two level of zippers here. So we're gonna open up the top compartment first. So we got, won't need that. Lots of different accessories here. What I've noticed is with my old guy, this guy right here, everything that came with it, all the little accessories, when I purchased it right when it came out. I never ended up using any of those little screws and whatever, so this will probably all go away. Looks like the Raven eye setup is right here, so that's probably gonna stay. We're gonna see and try to figure out. We got battery grip. Ooh, this feels really nice. So I'll take this one. This is my previous one. Look at the size difference, first of all. Like, that is pretty big right there. And this one feels a lot nicer, a lot more premium, like I would like to say. Nice thing that I saw about this is that you can charge it on its own. You can have the whole gimbal set up, whatever, and then this can just stay, or you can pull this out if you pack your bag for the next day shoot, throw it on charger, you're gonna be good to go. Everything just looks, so the previous version had a little let's unscrew this. Had this little rubber pad thing on the bottom, and it would always come undone whenever it gets hot or whatever. So it looks like they upgraded that bottom piece where the feet screw into. So that's that. I got the Pro version that comes with like a little phone holder, so that's really nice. Sometimes if you won't have a monitor or something like that, that's gonna come in handy. I'm really excited about this. One of the biggest things that was my biggest pet peeve with the first version was that I would have to, you know, if you need to take some photos, if you're doing photo and video on a shoot, you need to take some photos with the same camera, just run and gun. You'd slide it off, take some photos, and then you sit and then you try to adjust and fine tune it and get it back in. With this, it's got this little attachment, it literally detaches, you know, everything stays in its place. You're done shooting photos, or if you want to do some handheld shots with video, slide this back in place, lock it in, you're good to go. That's amazing. I love this. This is one of the coolest things. And then the feet, a lot lighter than the other ones. I don't know if they're plastic or metal. The other ones were metal, and I love the heavy duty versus the Ronin SC had like plastic legs. Wasn't really a huge fan of those. Saw those and I'm like, man, the metal ones are cooler, more durable. This definitely feels very durable and nice and sturdy. Got a nice grip on that. So we're gonna, you know, assemble it as we go. I'm just gonna screw this in on the bottom. So that's all good. It is not charged, so I'm gonna have to charge this. But I'm gonna make a separate video once this is all set up, once I set up and figure out how to, you know, attach the follow focus, all that together, put it all together. And I'm gonna make a separate video of how of all the features that it has, follow focus features, the tracking and all this really cool stuff that comes with the Raven Eye as well. So stay tuned for that. It's gonna be another video, but we got this going on right now. Also, bottom here, it has this little arm. This is a really cool thing too. It's when you go into like flashlight mode or sling mode, attach it to the top of the second compartment, and then you can have like a sling sort of motion, which is really, really cool. So I'm excited to use this on shoots as well. And then we're done with this, so we're gonna zip it all up. Second compartment. Wow, if I drop this. Second compartment, here we go. More zippers. More little things on here. And then, whoa, this can go away. Wow. Oh, I love how it's just sitting there too. It's not gonna fall out. Dang, this looks so... Guys, I got, wow. It feels good, it looks good. The carbon fiber, you can see that a lot of time has been put into this to perfect it from the previous version, the first version. Also got the bigger version because I do have heavier payload cameras, and down the road, hopefully looking into getting a Komodo, so this will be like perfect for it. But yeah, wow, okay, let's slide this in. This little thing pops off the bottom. And that's it, wow. That just locks it into place right there. That was the easiest thing ever. This thing, always, you had to make sure you just lock every single thing in place and to make sure that, you know, you're good to go, you're secure. But that was just like a pop and lock, and it's locked in place, it's not gonna go anywhere. So it's got this one it's got this little display. Again, not charged, so you're not gonna see anything. Got the little dials, buttons, and joystick, which is really nice. Kind of hated, I actually lost my joystick on the other one, so I had to use one of my drone little sticks to put it in there and to be able to use the joystick. But this is really cool. Everything comes in one thing. They have a little rubber protectant thing for these two guys. This is where the controller would clip for if you want to use your phone, or if you want to add any accessories, or if you're using that sling mode, this would attach here as well. So that's really cool. It's got the follow focus polar thing right in the front now, which is also really cool. Everything's in one place. You don't have to, you know, you can use one hand to do the follow focus and not have to use the dial. Oh, I actually took the dial off this one because I never used the follow focus. I never got it, the whole mechanism. So this is really cool. Everything locked in place. This is the thing that really sucked about this guy. Move it around. Oh no, everything's flopping around. You know, how do I lock in place? And I'd have to use like a little rubber band or something to zip tie to hold it all together. Here, everything's locked in place. It's amazing. This is also a little tip that I use for myself. A lot of times in the industry, a lot of people are using same lenses, same gear. So there've been shoots where multiple people are using the Ronin S's, and then you're like, okay, and then whose is whose? How do I find it? So I just found some pink gap tape. I actually bought it on Amazon, taped it together. Pretty much all my gear, all my lenses, they have some pink tape that whenever I go on shoots, I'm not gonna feel like I'm gonna lose my gear. So probably gonna put some on here because starting to see a lot more people use these guys, and it's really cool. So it's got these little locking mechanisms. Now it's gonna spin. When you don't need it to spin, you lock it into place, and then go through the whole process of balancing if you need to balance it, you know, one by one. And that's one thing that there's a couple other systems, gimbal systems that I saw that use this feature, and it was really cool, and I was wondering when Ronen's gonna introduce this. I think this is awesome. The other thing that I noticed right away is what the locking mechanisms for when you're adjusting the distance for balancing. It's just literally just slide, unlock, flip the switch. I just hit the switch, flip the switch, hit the switch. I think this is a lot easier, a lot quicker to set up versus having this little circle knob that you have to twist around in order for this thing to lock in place. So that's going to speed up the process. I feel like everything about this Ronin has been made to, you know, speed up the process of putting it together, being able to just throw your camera on, go and shoot, and you're ready to go. So yeah, this is pretty much it. There's nothing else in the bag. This is it. Everyone's gonna go back in there. I like that they have these little, they even got these little like Velcro things. So once you are gonna drop the top of the gimbal back into here, you can just hold it all together. It doesn't flop around in there. I think it's really cool. The attention to detail definitely is huge, huge upgrade in this Ronin. In the 2 compartments up top, you got a bunch of cables, a bunch of different cables. And we all know photographers, videographers, cables is a huge thing. Sometimes we hoard them, sometimes we don't have enough of them. So literally both of those compartments had the cables in them. So that's for the second part. It is all together. All the follow focus stuff is up here as well. This is a really, really cool deal that Ronin, you know, made, put together. Here, let's just add these guys. So this is how it would look. So you just slide this down on here. If you want to use the camera. Wow, if I knew how to put this on, that'd be great too. Slide this down in here, lock it in place, boom, this is where your phone would go, and then locked in. And then once you want it into sling mode, you just unscrew the legs, screw it up top right here, and boom, you got yourself in sling mode. Like that is very easy. It's nice because you can also adjust this part right here when you're carrying that camera around, and then once you want to switch, that was not supposed to happen. Just screw it back into the bottom, go, this comes off, that's it. And then the slider comes up on top. So then what's really cool about this new feature also is the fine-tune adjustments. Having this little screw that lets you move that plate back and forth. Hated that you need to move with your fingers, literally like minor adjustments to balance that first initial balance. So I'm really glad that they introduced this thing as well. And you lock it in place and you're good to go. So off the bat, I do notice that it is a little bit lighter, which is awesome, considering that you can have bigger payload on this gimbal as well. I think the carbon fiber really helps it and makes it a lot lighter as well. So I'm excited about this. I've got a few shoots coming up that I'm gonna be using this on. So, and then I'll make a second video trying to just going over it once I set up all the rails, all of follow focusing stuff. Once it's being put all together and I do a couple shoots, and I can just make a more in-depth video of how I feel about using this Ronin versus that Ronin. Things I like, maybe things I don't like. It's kind of hard to believe that there would be things that I don't like. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. What do you guys want to see? What kind of videos you want to see? Like I said, I'm going to be putting together a video about what's in my camera bag for all of those who have been asking me for a while. I'm going to be making a video about how to use this guy. So hope you guys enjoyed this little unboxing. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next video.